All right, guys, what's up? Good morning. It's a couple of different plays. AYTU with an exclusive 3-year deal for rights for the coronavirus test, some kind of test. I was wanting to wait for this to come back down to $1, but it looks like it's reversing its trend now. I'm still a little unsure of this market at the moment. And they had a message. What's up, One Life? They put out the message this morning that the halt thing that happened yesterday will happen again today if the market starts dropping. So I'm kind of wanting to wait things out here for the first 15-20 minutes before I do anything, because I don't want to get in something and the market have a whole entire halt again, and then a stock lose momentum. So I don't know. It's just what I'm thinking about. AYTU already halted. Ripping straight out the gate, straight up, and halted. Interesting. Alright. This stock is an interesting stock. They have a remote access solution that enables business continue in the face of coronavirus crisis. If it breaks over 240, this stock has a lot of room to run up to the 200. Good morning. Nice job, Josh. Good job getting on AYTU. That's a good play. I was waiting for to pull back to $1 before I got in, but it didn't do that. And like I was saying, I'm waiting like 15-20 minutes before I touch anything, just because I'm a little skeptical of Trump's stimulus package and the market rebounding and stuff like that. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. So I'm kind of skeptical, and I don't want to get anything and the whole market get halted. I don't want to get in anything and then the whole market halts. I still have my swing on AI or on HTBX. I'm gonna hold it longer. Let's see, SFET's starting to pop. They're starting to move a little bit here. This is a very low float stock, 1 million, all straight up to $2. Ooh, do I want to go on this? It's a very low float stock, so if it starts getting pumped, then this stock can really start moving. We only have 1 million in float, so it's not going to take a lot. But like I said, I want to wait out. I want to be careful. Shipper's going green today a little bit. See, when's AYTU come out of this halt? So 2 more minutes on AYTU. My plan was to sit out for 15-20 minutes, but I'm telling you, if this starts ripping, I'm just going to go 100. What happened? Ah, I had it on pre-market trading. Kind of missed that entry. So this might start moving here. I mean, it's already starting to move. I was just going to go 100 shares just in case it really started ripping. Like I said, the 50 is at basically 240. I definitely don't want to get in at 210, 216. But SFET definitely looks like it wants to start going here. If you're wondering why I'm skeptical about this market right now, that's why. Like, they're talking a good game with the stimulus package, but everything's bloody as hell right now, so I don't know about all that. I was really wanting more of a pullback on AYTU. I don't know if it's gonna get it though. It's trying to get over 150 right now. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stick to my plan and wait things out for a little bit. Yeah, AIM halted on the way down. That's nasty. That is nasty. AYTU may not get a pullback. It may just rip. It's above all indicators. This 160 area was where a lot of resistance is. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm gonna wait. I think it is very possible that AYTU could start moving. But I just kind of want to wait it out. I'm not liking these upper shadows. And the market is coming down a little bit. Let's look at the SPY. Yeah, it's dropping a little bit here. So that's a little nerve-wracking. Look at AYT on a 5 minute, see what we look like. And on the 5 minute, we don't really look like anything, so I'm not gonna touch this yet. That's fat straight down. PNGO. I'm just gonna take AIM off my list because it's probably gonna keep dropping. Now, if this candle here on AIM holds up in this area, it doesn't go like below 440, AIM could be a good one tomorrow. But you just don't want this to drop too much today. So we might check it out again later. Oh, AYTU just got halted on the way down. Yeah, okay, so that's interesting. So AYTU is being a halt fest. And this is why I wanted to wait out, because I knew things were going to be, whew, hopefully it don't drop too hard on you, Josh. I hope you, like, I would like it to come down to $1, but I don't know if it'll do it at this point. But for your sake, I hope it doesn't do that to you. I had a feeling this market was a little too sketchy this morning for things to be pretty clear cut right out the gate. So, let's see, so 843, that'll be So SFET with a big sell off. Trying to hold up that 200 right now. BNGO down at $1. BNGO could be a possibility. I think they're using research to identify gene variants that contribute to coronavirus disease something or another. So, But I mean, that's just research. So I don't know. But I mean, there's a possibility on BNGO for a dollar bounce here. 50's at 110 though. I don't know. I just really feel like I want to just wait a little bit longer before I make any trades. I know I seem very hesitant, and I am. But I do want to make a trade today. I just don't want to do anything stupid. And there is a lot of uncertainty in this market right now. So SFET starting to pop back up a little bit with a little U shape here. Rebreak at $2, maybe an entry. Look at this on the 5-minute. I don't know. Not really much of a pattern on the 5-minute, but we do have a U shape here. And AYTU is about to get unhalted on the way down. My main focus was AYTU this morning just because of that agreement press release for whatever they got. And it should be getting unhalted any minute, unless it's a 10-minute halt, but SFET does not have a ton of volume on it either. That's another thing that makes me nervous. Alright, so we're out of the halt here on AYTU. Some big buyers at $1.40 right here at this. It might be a decent entry if $1.40 can hold up. Well, none of them buyers are at $1.40, so this is going to come down. Yeah, so I'm not touching this unless it gets down to $1. If it gets all the way down to $1, I may look for an entry. It does have some support at $1.19 for that resistance. Just get halted on the way down again. Yeah, it did. So this is definitely probably going back to $1. That hard of a halt, and we got this reverse U shape. So AYTU is not going to do anything right this moment. But they're being halted twice on the way down, though. Volume probably is going to leave it. And I could see volume moving over to SFET as long as the market doesn't start crashing. I could see that as a possibility. So we can take a look at the SPY. Josh, you yeah, SPY's been dropping since market open. I'd imagine out of this halt, it's going to drop some more. So I'll be very careful there. I do like the pattern forming on SFET here. We got some higher lows, higher lows. I mean, it is possible it could start bouncing out of the halt, so. But just two down halts in a row, I imagine there's going to be a little bit of a sell-off coming out of that halt. And then it might bounce. Not getting much volume there. So BMGO, that was a decent. Would have been a decent entry at $1. It is possible. The thing is, I'm trying to hold out to see if that gets down to $1, but at the same time, SFET, man, volume moves over this. I know this is going to rip hard. But that's if volume moves over. I'm very tempted to go right here on SFET. I'm just, There's just not enough volume yet. And I don't want to be in a play that's not going to get any volume. But it has the potential to get a ton of volume. The potential is here. Potential is here on this play. Oh, I'm so tempted to go right now. I'm going to go 100 shares. I'm going to be safe and just go 100. If I get filled here, what's going on? There we go. So I got filled way up at 207. But yeah, I'm just going to go 100 shares on this. Just for the fact because I'm not sold on it yet. Because it needs a lot of volume. It is starting to get some volume, but 100 shares, if it doesn't go my way, at least I can get out and it won't be too much of a loss. But if this does start ripping hard and I've got 100 shares, I can at least make a little profit on it. It's trying to break 2 right now. Looks like AYTU's out of that halt. And that should leave me, that leaves me about 400 for something else. AYTU is actually coming back up a little bit here. Yeah, SFET may not get it. That's why I was worried about. That's why I didn't want to go too heavy on this. Just in case. Because it is wanting to try here. Starting to get a little action here. See if volume starts coming in. A little bit of volume starting to come in. It's starting to move up. Let's see how much is going to actually come in. See how far this is going to get. Now, it's going to have resistance at 250. If it breaks 250, it's got a lot of room to go. So still not getting going. It got all the way up to 218, and now it's pulling back again. This is a nice pullback. I'm just going to pop right back up. Yeah. So volume is starting to come in a little bit on this. Is this on this list anywhere? Yeah. Oh yeah, SFET is on the top 10% gainer NASDAQ list. So there are eyes on it. Just whether or not the volume is going to come in. Pop over to AYTU real quick and take a look at it. AYTU is actually looking alright. Got a first U shape on it. The 150 starting to break here. And we want 192 to hold up on SFET. On SFET. So what's Dare doing? Dare's doing nothing. I'm thinking about or the break it 2 on what? Let's see it. SFET starting to come down a little bit here. We want that VWAP and stuff to hold. If not, let's see what I get. 100. I need to get. I'm going to have to get out of this. Let's see if we have a bit of a. Maybe a bit of a trend line on this. So I'm down about $15 right now. See what you doing, AYTU starting to go sideways a little bit. Let me look at something. So we're going to have some resistance at 165 on AYTU. That's what we need to see break. That's what's holding up. So SFET trying to come back up. See Dare, BNGO dropping below $1. T-Con starting to come up. AYTU is probably going to drop off again here. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, man. $30 is still, it's a decent profit in this market, so any profits are good profits. I may end up losing $30 on the SFET if it drops out. Starting to make me a little nervous. Because if it was going to get that rip, it needed to get that rip in this volume, and it just didn't get enough volume. So I don't want it dropping out too hard. I think AYTU is going to come back down a little more unless it bounces, unless this trend line here starts, unless this trend line holds up. Ooh, it's a quick little crack here. I may have to get out. Trying to give it a second. Oh, no. So don't like that it cracked this trend line. Oh, phew. Big quick drop there. That was a quick drop. I knew that trend line was about to crack. And I don't want to sell right at the bottom. Try to give us a second to rebound a little bit before I get out. Try to minimize this loss as much as possible. Ooh, that spread's crazy. That spread is real crazy. I don't know if I want to try to limit out. I need to get out of this, but I'm trying to. Trying to get out with as least damage as possible. AYTU coming down. I'm just going to get out in case this starts dropping even harder. So there it is, $30 loss on that. That did not go the way I wanted it to, but that's all right. That's why I went light on it. That's why I only went 100 shares, because I wasn't very convinced. Let's see, is this... Oh, wait. Did AYTU drop again? Or is it halted again? Yeah, it's halted on the way down again. It's not saying anything on there, so this will probably get back down to $1. That's where I want to look for an entry at, is $1 though. $1 would be, I think, a very good entry. Yeah, no, it's definitely a good idea you got out. You didn't want to be in a third hawk going down. That's for sure. Yeah, SPY's on a downtrend right now. You can throw SPY on a downtrend right here. It's on a downtrend. So SPY may keep on dropping. BNGO's done. Nothing there. Nothing there on Dare. Nothing really on Tcon. Doesn't even have hardly any volume. Dare doesn't have any volume. Oh, of course. Of course, it pops back up right after I sell out of it. I was trying to minimize that loss. Oh, but it looks like it's going to start cracking now. This is actually a pretty quiet morning. I think there's a lot of uncertainty. I think the uncertainty right now is scaring people out of things. Because we got a quick rip on AYTU. SFET, I guess you could say, had a quick rip as well out the gate. I guess you could call it that. I mean, it wasn't a very big rip, but well, it was decent size, about 40 cents. Oh, I'm on AYTU. Okay, that's why. Yeah, so yeah, about the same thing. Well, actually, it's about 75-cent rip out the gate on SFET. So quick rips right out the gate, and nothing else going on at the moment. Yeah, even the top gainers, none of them are doing anything. It's weird. I'm just keeping an eye on shippers just in case they start getting pumped at some point. Okay, there goes that halt thing. So at about another minute, this will be unhalted. Yeah, so 200 is at 98 cents. So, ooh, it's a 60 on the 5-minute. So yeah, I may look for. I think I'm gonna stick to that plan and look for an entry at $1 on AYTU because there's nothing else really going on, and AYTU has the most volume of anything. Like, look at this top 10% gainer list. Every single stock on this list is under a million in volume except for this ENBL, which is currently crashing out. So look around, make sure I'm not missing anything before this comes out of this halt. Leaf. And SFAT coming back up. SFAT actually is looking, now that I'm seeing it, there's the trend line. So trend line, or SFET is actually on a trend line. Oh, and we're all the way down to $1. See, do I want to go here? Yeah, I'm going to go. So I got in $1.05. 400 shares. And I'm going to look for this to bounce. Woo! So we want this to hold up right here. Oh, does this get halted on the way down again? No, it didn't get halted on the way down yet. See if it's going to bounce. I might take a big loss if this doesn't bounce. Like 8 times out of 10, though, you get a dollar bounce. I would have liked to got in down there at those lows, but I didn't think it was really going to get down there. So I might have screwed the pooch on this. We'll see. See if it's going to bounce back up. You're making me nervous, AYTU. Just needs to get back above that 200. But that was my trading plan, was to get in at $1, so I'm going to stick to it. As long as this doesn't start cracking too hard. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, was that bounce. And it's making me real nervous. I really want to see it get back over $1 here very soon. If not, it could just keep crashing. Alright, I can breathe a little bit here. I can breathe for a second. But we still want it to keep climbing back up. We don't want it to be testing $1 too much. Whew. That was a little nerve-wracking. My target's probably 125 for sure. But we'll see what it does at 110, because 110 can hold up as some resistance off of $1 bounce. It's usually not too much resistance, but we'll see. The way AYT is moving, it's either moving down or up. It's not doing much consolidation, so I think if it starts bouncing pretty hard, we'll get right through 110. And then 125 would probably be my target profit range. So we're coming up to 110 now. There is some selling there, but we're right through that, so that wasn't that big a deal. Can we get halted on the way up? We've been halted 4 times on the way down. I'd like to see this start getting halted on the way up. That would be pretty ideal. So there's a lot of selling at 115, so it needs to get through 115. So we're almost through 115. There we go. Now we're through 115. And I think we might get halted on the way up here. Yeah, we're getting halted on the way up. So finally getting halted on the way up on this guy. So very nice. I stuck to my plan of getting in at $1. And now we're in a halt on the way up. I'm up $40. So that's we'll see what happens out of this halt if it keeps on running straight back up. I mean, we went down 3 times in a row on halts on the way down, so it is possible we could go up with 3 halts in a row. Not likely. The odds of that happening would be pretty wild, but I don't know. We'll see. So we're in another halt here. But we'll see what happens. So we got halted just now. So we got about 4 minutes, unless it's a 10-minute halt. And I got 400 shares. So if this does start ripping back up pretty nicely, I could make a decent amount of money. You're in a BNGO at 90 cents. I like the 96 cent entry on AYTU. I got in at $1.05. I when it hit right here, this is what I was worried about, hitting right here and then coming back up a little prematurely. So that's why I wanted to get in. I got in at 105. I wasn't expecting one more sell off, because I mean that was like a lot of sell offs in a row. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was really gung ho on getting in at $1. But as decent as things seem right now, we did see AYTU get halted up here, and then crash right back down. So we'll see what happens out of this halt. I'm just scaling in. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if this is gonna keep ripping up out of this halt or what's gonna happen. This play has been pretty unpredictable, other than the fact that we got a dollar bounce. That dollar bounce is the most predictability out of anything that it's done so far. So at this point, I don't know which way it's going to go. And all these halts might scare people out of it. Are you serious? Oh. SFET all the way up to 283, so I was right about SF. I got out too early. Nasty. And I got halted and nasty. Okay, well, that is what it is. It is what it is on SFET. But SFET does look like it's going to be ripping pretty hard. See, so we got a minute left here to see what this is going to do. I mean, we're only at 116, so I don't know. It hasn't really been gapping up or gapping down in and out of these halts. It's just been kind of going sideways, so. And SFET finally getting some volume might make people jump out of this. I don't know. It's so unpredictable right now what this is going to do. So we should be coming out of this halt any minute. Unless this is a 10-minute halt. Because technically we're still kind of on a downtrend on this play. Till it gets back above 130. This is a downtrend. Which that's right where the VWAP is too. So this is gonna be a little sketchy out of this halt. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know what's gonna happen. So we had a quick pop up. Let's see, we're gonna keep climbing here. I want to give this a chance, but I want to give us a chance in case it starts running more Could be a lot more profit in this. But also, I don't want to take a loss. And the way it's been moving up and down. What is going on here? The bid was higher than the ask for a minute. So I'm going to give this a second to see what it's going to do. Kind of a reverse U shape. Well, unless this starts popping up here. So it's trying to get back above the 9 right now. But we do have a little bit of a reverse U shape there, which I don't like. A lot of red just came in there. It's starting to come back down here. Decent buyer came in at 110. That's what we kind of want to see. We want to see 110 hold up as some support now. So if 110 can hold up as some support and we start U-shaping around this way, we should be good to go. But I've got to stay eyes glued on this just in case it turns around. It's kind of all over the place right this second. Needs to start coming back up. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I still am not sure which way this is going right now. It looks like it's trying to head up, but at any moment, some heavy selling could push this back down to $1. So I'm a little nervous. I really wanted to get back above that 9 EMA and get back above 115. If it does that, I'll feel a little better. This is a ride though. This stock has been wild this morning. I do like this little U shape we're starting to form. If we can get back above 115 here soon, I think we'll be good. Let's try him for 115 now. A little bit of selling at 115. If that can break down. There we go. So that broke down. Alright, so we're starting to climb back up a little bit here. Let's see, 125 was my price target. Let's see how much selling is here. Let's see if 125 is going to be a lot of resistance or not. A little bit of selling at 123. So a little resistance at 125. Oh, we're all the way back down to 115. We got selling at 115 again. All those sellers at 115 got taken out. Just needs to stay above 115. Or at least stay above the 9. We want the 9 to hold up. Now we're dropping back down to 110. So now we need 110 to hold up. Like I have no idea which way this is going to go at this point. It is going back and forth, back and forth. It's fighting. But I really cannot tell you. I have no idea which way this is about to go. That's what I'm worried about as a panic sell, but I'm trying to give this a chance. I'm trying to give it a chance to see if it's going to get back up to the VWAP. But I do have my finger on the trigger, so if anything starts going sideways, I can hop out extremely quick. And I'm laser focused on this level too. I think if we break 125, it'll probably have a nice little quick rip and then halt again, maybe. But we'll see. It's got to get back up to 125 first. It's trying to get up over 120 now. There's over 120. See what happens at 125 here. It's corning. Oh, coming? What's coming? So still holding 125, still holding up as a little resistance. One Life thinks the rip is coming. I'm still skeptical. I'm still a little skeptical, but we'll see. It is building some higher lows now. Boy, this is a stressful stock. So it looks like it's going to try to get back over 120 here soon. Well, it needs to anyway. It needs to get over 120 soon if it's going to keep moving. Some buyers trying to hold up 118 support. I do like the higher lows that we're building. But if it's going to rip, or if it's going to at least get over the VWAP, it needs to do it real soon. So there we are at 120. Let's see if we get this 125 break or not. We're not seeing 125 yet. Selling at 123. And it's starting to break down. Okay. Now, there's some selling at 125, but let's see if it starts to break down here. It's getting pecked at. We're getting some pecks. We're getting some little pecks at this 125. So still some resistance there. There's not a whole lot of selling at 125. I mean, there's a good bit, but not a whole lot that makes me nervous to where I want to get out yet. Because another test of 125, I think this can get through. And we're riding the 9 EMA up as well. So we want to see it test 125 again soon. A little bit of selling here at 122 just came in, so that might slow it down a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Is I'm just gonna try to ride the 9 up as long as the 9 doesn't crack too much. Well, the 9's starting to crack a little bit here, starting to point downwards. Needs to come back up right now and get over 120, or this is going to start dropping. Trying to give it a second. There should be some support at 115. I really don't want it to get down to 115, but there should be some support there. But I don't know in this stock. Let's see if it gets back over 120, we're still okay. Yeah, I had a pretty good inclination on the SFED. I just didn't do it right away. It took it a little while. So we're getting back above 120. If we can stay back above 120, we can probably get that break. Let's see. It looks like it's trying to test 125 here shortly. This stock is something else. God, it's already an hour after the market opened. I didn't realize that. It's alright though. Yeah, okay. So we're starting to get, it looks like we're getting a little bit of new buyers in. Markets are trending green now. A little bit of selling here on AYTU. We really don't want 120 to, that 120 support to crack. We really want that to hold up. So if we're going to get this 125 break, it's got to be soon because we're getting, I mean, the 9 EMAs at 120, so it's if it keeps slowly climbing up to it, it has to break soon. Or it's going to go back down to $1 and do whatever it's going to do. I don't like that. Testing the 9 again here. Let's see. Kind of getting a little bit of a little bit of a 9 EMA crack. This needs to come back up. Needs to get back over 120 like right now. What does this look like on the 5 minutes? Starting to crack down a little bit. Yeah, so still not going to be a reversal till it gets over the VWAP. It may start cracking here. I will probably lock in if 115 doesn't hold as support. That's what I'm thinking. If this does not hold up, And then I'm going to lock out at 115. I think that's my plan. Looks like it's trying to get back above 120. Nope, still not. I don't know. For a minute, it looked like we were getting close to breaking 125. Now I don't know. I don't know which way this is going to go again. So I'm a little bit iffy on it. Some buy-in coming there at 118, so this can get back over 120 here. If this can get back over 120, I think we're still okay for another test. There we go. So we're starting to get back over 120. AYTU, you were making me sweat. Oh, 118 is the 200-day moving average. So actually, if 118 can hold up as support, that would be good. That'd be a good show of strength. Can we move up to 121 on the bid so we can get off of 120? Starting to move up. A little bit of buy-in coming in here. My hand's starting to cramp from holding the mouse for so long. Let's see what's going to happen. It looks like it's going to try for it. And it's trying for it. And we're breaking through 125. Are we getting through the VWAP? Are we getting through this VWAP here? My new price target, if we get through the VWAP, is going to be 150. Let's see, it's over the VWAP, so we're right through the VWAP. So yeah, my new price target is 150. A little bit of selling at 135. And now if 150 starts breaking, we might get halted here. Oh, nope. There's a lot of buying volume that just came in. Starting to come back down. Where's this resistance at 135? There's a little resistance at 135. Yeah, now we can stay above the VWAP. I'm not selling any shares yet. I'm trying to get as much out of this as I can, but I didn't really want to start locking in until we got over the VWAP. If I'm going to lock in some profits. Because I do think this can go on a big rip if it really gets going. So I'm just trying to ride it out as long as possible. We need to get back above the VWAP though. I'm starting to sell off a little bit here. That's a quick pop above the VWAP. As long as, I mean, the 9 EMA is still coming up. 9 EMA is at 123. But yeah, what I'm trying to do is just ride this all the way up to 9 EMA. If it's going to. Because 125 should be some support now. As hard as it was to get through 125. So we might do a little U-shape here at 125. And then re-break the VWAP. But I think AYTU has a lot of potential to go on a pretty big rip, and that's why I'm holding. That's why I've been holding so long for and waiting and not locking anything out. Like normally I would say lock some stuff out, but because of AYT's press release and because it's already ran from 35 cents to $1.87 today, I think it has the ability to really rip a lot in one day. The potential is there, so I'm swinging for. I'll be honest, I'm swinging for the fences on this. Like I said, 150 is my next price target, but I'm at each resistance line. I'm gonna be watching very close on the level 2 to see if resistance holds up, and if I see resistance breaking down, I'm not locking in yet. I'm going a little Rambo. I'm trying to get as much out of this as I can today. This is a small account challenge. I need a big win. And AYTU has very big win potential. So that's my thoughts on this whole thing. You know. Like if this does turn around on me and starts crashing down, you know, I might get out and only make 20 or 30 bucks, even though I've been up 100 and something right now. But on the off chance this really starts ripping, I want to get every little bit I can out of it. So we're trying to break that 135 resistance that was holding up. So it may sound a little crazy, but I mean we're just now getting over $1.30 or over the VWAP and $1.30, so there's still excuse me, there's still a lot of potential on this. We're going to see a break through 135 soon. Once we're through 135, I think we'll see 150. Because there's not a ton of selling at 135, but there's some. We want the VWAP to hold up at this point. And preferably would like to see the 9 start crossing the VWAP. So a little pullback again. We keep having little quick rips up and then 2 little candles of pullbacks. Let me look at this on the 5-minute. 5 minutes still looking okay. Still not above the VWAP on the 5-minute. Ooh, little bit of a pullback here. You want to see 125 hold up as support. $125 crack support. So I may have to get out here soon. If this doesn't start coming right back up, then I'm going to have to get out. You're out. One life is out. I may have to get out. Try and give it just a chance, just in case that was a little quick sell-off when we start popping back up. Needs to get back above the VWAP very, very soon. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. If you've gotten out of this or whatever, and you've gotten a profit, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I should probably lock in, but like I said, I'm swinging for the fences on this one. I'm trying to give this a chance to see if it's really going to start ripping. So like if anybody locked out, don't feel bad about it. I'm going a little gung ho. I'm going a little Wolf of Wall Street crazy today. Like I'm willing to admit that. I'm being honest. But I think this has potential still. Especially if we can hold up the VWAP here and this can start climbing back up. Let me see the 5 minute because I want to see it get above the VWAP on the 5 minute. A little bit of selling at 131. So we're going to have some selling all through this area, this 130 to 135 area and 140. But we get through all these, we'll definitely see 150, and then if 150 breaks down, we also still haven't got a ton of buying volume yet coming back in this. Like we have a little bit of volume, like a nice, decent amount, but we haven't got the big buying volume yet. So we're getting out some of these sellers in this area. 130 starting to become a little bit of support. So what is going to happen? Are we going to get through 135? Because it's really struggling in this area. But if we get through this area, it's pretty much open skies. And VWAP is really trying to hold. That 130 support is trying to hold. And we want it to hold. Because that'll show a lot of strength. If it can hold 130 support. But we want to see it over 135 soon if it is going to break through here. We don't want it pulling back and doing more U-shapes and all that nonsense. We want a nice strong break here soon. Oh, it's really struggling. Although this 5 minute candle did open above the VWAP. So if this 5 minute candle can hold above the VWAP, that would be really good too. Like I said, basically we need 130 to hold up as support. And 130 cracked, so a little bit of a pullback here is going to happen for sure. Yeah. I'm just going to stay in the 5 minute. So we don't want this to drop out too much here. 125 needs to hold up as support. And it needs to start coming back up. There we go. It's trying to get back above the VWAP in 135 here. We need to. It'd be really good if this candle closed above 130, or at least closed above the VWAP. AIM starting to make a move. So it's trying to get back over 130 now. A little bit of selling at 130. Sorry, popping my fingers. If that bothers anybody, my hand is cramping so bad from holding this mouse. So I gotta keep on pulling it off. One 125 cracked the support for a second. Let's see if this is gonna bounce right back. If this does not come right back up, this may start cracking. I am not liking that it's below 125 though on the bid. Starting to crack here a little bit. And I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to give it a chance in case it's just a quick sell-off before the rip, because we have seen that happen a couple of times. If this goes below 120, it is not going to get it. And it's cracking below 120. So like I said, I'm willing to give it down to 115. We don't want it down to 115, but if it gets down there, as long as it holds up 115, I'm willing to hold it for a little longer. In case we have to do another U-shape. So it might... 115 can hold up in this U-shape around a little bit. We could have a cup and handle, but I don't know. This is getting a little sketchy. Ooh, 115 kind of cracking. It's not looking good. If 110 cracks, I gotta get out. $110 is trying to hold up, but it's not going to, so I'm about to get out. I'm just giving this half a second just to see if that's going to be the end of the sell-off or not. Okay, so we sold off down to the 200-day moving average on the 1 minute. Quick pop back up to 115. See what it look like on a 10. And $1. So where the 9 EMA is at on the 10-day. See if it can get back above 115 and hold 115. Is that what we may have forming? A triangle? Yeah, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong, Josh. But I'm trying to give it a chance. Because I still think the potential is there. Okay, that's strange. The market is green there. But the SPY is down to 278. I don't understand that at all. So, okay, we're starting to get a little support building back at 115. That's what I was looking for. So now we just want 15 to hold, 115 to hold, and this is U-shape back around. Well, that's kind of a little bit of my thought process is that AYTU might just get buying volume out of nowhere and start ripping. But I don't know. I'm not confident in it right now either at this moment. But 110 looks like 110's trying to hold up as a little support as well. Well, I mean, this I'm not in a great position. Like I'm in some profit now, but my entry is at 105, which is only 8 cents away, and this stock has moved up and down quicker than 8 cents in a minute. So it is possible I could still take a loss at this point. That's why I wanted to get over 125 because at 125 I at least had 20 cents of room for it to drop and maneuver. But if it held 125, it'd felt a lot better. Because right now it's still iffy. It's still iffy. Like it looks like it could crash out. But at the same time, if it can get back above 115 soon and start climbing back up, we could get a little U shape. But basically, if his trend line breaks, which is right where 110 is, if it cracks, I pretty much got to get out. Because you can see this trend line on the 10-day too. And you can see the trend line there, and you can see it on the 5-minute. So if it cracks any lower than this trend line, then it's most likely done. I don't want this 110 support to crack here. 110, oh, and it cracked. So this may be coming back down. Give it half a second to hold up. Yeah, starting to crack that trend line. And I may have to get out. It needs to pop back up right now. This is looking a little sketchy. It's starting to crack, so I'm going to get out. So $4 loss, $5 loss. I tried to give it a chance to get up there, but just couldn't do it. This downtrend, too heavy on it. So let's see what else is going on. That was intense trade there. But it is what it is. So yeah, SFET did get a nice move all the way up to 359. BNGO with a big pullback. HTBX trying to hold up its areas. Let's see. Yeah, the SPY is on a downtrend. I don't know the rebound they were talking about we were supposed to get today, but this is not rebounding. I don't know how all those stocks are green, but yeah, the SPY is coming down. TVIX is up to 230. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this rebound on the SPY. All right, Josh, have a great rest of your day. Good job on making a little win. To never do what I did today. Swinging for the fences and end up losing. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much done for the day as well. Because we couldn't get that rip on AYTU. But if AYTU ends up holding up $1, maybe later could possibly do something. SFED is making a decent little U shape, but nothing else really going on. And SPY coming back up again here. A little bit, but this is such a downtrend. Like, that'd be pretty wild if it rebounded all the way back up to there right now. So I still have my swing on HTBX. Still holding it. Waiting to see when it could possibly get another rip. And I do have one share of TVIX that I'm holding just in case the market absolutely crashes at some point. Like in case we break these lows right here, because it was testing these lows yesterday at 273. Where these lows were back here. So if it cracks this area, it's going to drop down. It's going to have another pretty decent drop, I would imagine. So that's why I'm holding this one share of TVIX for, because TVIX can move pretty. TVIX can rip, $50, $60 in a day. And back here, you see it actually ripped about $150 in one day. And that's a 5-minute candle, so if the market crashes, TVIX can rip. So that's why I'm holding that one share. But that's all I've got going on right now is just the one share of TVIX, then 350 shares of HTBX. Took another 2 losses today, about $35 losses. $35 in losses today. But yeah, so we'll be back here tomorrow On the secondary account, looking to see if HTBX is going to get its rip. I think if it is, it'll probably be tomorrow, maybe Thursday. But we'll see. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.